Yep, so my name is Rachel and I've been an ESL teacher for 6 years now, and I've just started my first teaching job abroad in Shenzen, China, a month ago. About teaching is getting to know students and building a connection with them and getting to know what motivates them and what makes them learn well, and then finding, also I like connecting with them and kind of having a laugh, so that we have a good time together in the classroom. So I wasn't sure where to start to get a job abroad, so the first thing I did was look around for jobs in Korea, and then there was so much information, so I started to look at a recruiting agency. So I googled ESL recruitment agency, and there was still a lot of results to look at. So I just went by looking at companies where people were promoting them online, people who had already taught abroad, and there were a lot of positive comments about Appletree. So that was what made me decide to contact Appletree and try to get a job through them. So I'm still learning how to make my free time my own, but what I like to do is I like to go for a run and exercise, go to the park. There are so many great places to eat here, so a lot of the time I am exploring, looking for a place to eat something that I haven't tried before. Everybody is so friendly here, so a lot of times I get invited to go places, and really it's just socializing. Really, I think thank you so much for connecting me to a company that really is what I want and what I need in my job. So that's namely somewhere that's very professional, somewhere that gives me a chance for professional growth, so that I can be a teacher, but I can also develop my skills in other areas. And really for the constant communication and checking from the time that I applied to the job, I interviewed for the job, I got on my flight to get here. There was never a time where I didn't have any support. And even now checking on me to make sure I'm okay and that I like it here. I appreciate that, so that's my comment. Thank you so much. I think it's really easy to integrate and settle here because people in Shenzen are really kind, and if you're ever struggling with anything, it's really not hard for people to ask you if you need help or for you to ask for help. I feel like the way that the community is here, there are plenty of staff members, police officers, everybody's willing to help you out if you don't know what you're doing. And there's actually a lot of foreigners too, so you can find things that make you feel, that remind you of home, and as well as like new cultural experiences. So I would say that Shenzen is a really good place to start for someone like me who's a beginner, who's never been abroad before. Everything I need is here. Everything I could want, transportation, support, shopping, things to do. There's so many. There's a very long list of things to do here that I haven't done yet. So it's a very exciting place. It has really been helpful to me from the time that I started with them. They helped me with my visa process. They were in constant communication with me to make sure that I could get here. They picked me up at the airport. They made sure that I could find my way around the city. Everybody has been very welcoming. My training here has been amazing. I took maybe a week to learn my entire job. And I stepped into the classroom feeling confident that I knew exactly what was being expected of me, exactly who I could talk to if I had any questions or I needed help. So I would highly recommend Metin to any foreign teacher, because you have not just a school and not just a boss, but a community of people who care about you. So it's a good place to start, I think. Yeah, my pleasure.